We begin with chaotic scenes across the Middle East as the United States and Israel trade powerful strikes with Iran. U.S. fighter jets falling out of the sky in Kuwait. Officials there say several warplanes crashed, but all crew on board are okay this morning. We're looking live at Beirut in Lebanon, where Israel has been firing back at Hezbollah, a terror group supported by Iran. The U.S. and Israel promising more intense strikes after the weekend operation that killed Iran's Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. We're covering new developments at home and across the world this morning. Washington correspondent Tom Dempsey has the latest from President Trump, but we start with international correspondent Robert Sherman, who's on the ground for us in Tel Aviv right now. Robert, good morning to you. The personnel in those downed planes in Kuwait now in the hospital.
Yeah, Markie, I mean, it just goes to show what we're dealing with here on the ground in the Middle East. This is a highly dynamic, quick-moving environment, and I cannot emphasize enough that this danger has become omnipresent, and it has engulfed the entirety of the region here, posing threats to people all around the Middle East. And what you're seeing here in these videos, which were taken by bystanders, U.S. jets coming out of the sky, falling to the ground. The Ministry of Defense in Kuwait confirming that it was several aircraft that ultimately went down. They say that all of the pilots and all of the personnel on board are okay. You've even seen videos emerging of them on the ground being placed into vehicles for medical transport. I can't emphasize enough the perilous danger that exists out here in the Middle East. Already President Trump acknowledged the 3 U.S. service members have been killed here since the start of Operation Epic Fury, another 5 seriously injured, and has said it is quite conceivable, perhaps even likely, that there will be more U.S. casualties when all is said and done. That is being felt here when it comes to the civilian populations in the region. In Israel, where we have seen multiple massive ballistic missile impacts. What you're looking at here is a community not far from Jerusalem, which suffered a direct hit. At least 9 people were killed in the blast there. There have even been impacts just a couple of blocks away from us in Tel Aviv, as Iran's ballistic missile capabilities are certainly different than what we've seen from Hamas or some other groups around the region. But an important dynamic to follow here is the way all of this is expanding. In Beirut, Lebanon, we have seen the Israelis carrying out strikes there. That is because Hezbollah has fired upon Israel, breaking the ceasefire that is here. And Israel says they are prepared for a multi-front war, and you have seen them engaging Hezbollah to the north. We have also seen other Iranian-backed militant groups around the region taking responsibility for attacks on U.S. troops. That includes Erbil, Iraq. It is expanding seemingly by the hour here, Markie, which is why there's now more pressure on U.S. allies to step into the fray. Britain, Germany, France say they're prepared to help with defense of their allies in the region. The British going so far as to say they're prepared to give access to American troops to use their bases around the globe. Markie?
Yeah, other countries now coming forward. And Robert, right when I tossed to you, we just got this update from Central Command confirming that the 3 U.S. F-15s involved were a friendly fire incident in Kuwait. They say during active combat that included attacks from Iranian aircraft, ballistic missiles and drones, the U.S. Air Force fighter jets were mistakenly shot down by Kuwaiti air defenses. So a lot more to come here for sure. Robert, we're learning just how long the CIA had kept tabs on the Ayatollah before Saturday's operation. Are we talking weeks, months? What did that intel look like as well?
Months and months and months, Markie, in order to put together the intelligence picture, to understand exactly where the Ayatollah was, where he was moving, and then waiting for the opportune moment. As you can imagine, this is such a situation in which intelligence plays such a paramount role on the ground here. I mean, some of these operations that we've seen over the last couple of years, but this one in particular, the amount of intelligence that was needed in order to know where the Ayatollah was, and even moreover, where so many of these senior defense and intelligence officials within the Iranian community were all at the same time when an opportunity presented itself in which all were under the same roof, all were in the similar vicinity, and there was an opportunity to kill as many of them as possible in one moment. That moment was seized. In order to put together a picture like this, I mean, it takes such a collective effort here from intelligence agencies. Markie?
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.